fly, hey, hey, please stay. Don't fly, hey, hey, please stay. Don't fly, hey, hey.
We really got that very clear from our guides and from everyone else that was also interpreting the energies and also interpreting what different things were for, you know, and giving our lineage history of Universal Kabbalah and Rose Quartz Kabbalah in regards to the history of, you know, the planet and human beings. So yeah, just you know, you know, man, I wish we could have just camped there. Like woke up in the morning and been in Machu Picchu. Like that would have been mind blowing. But so we had a full day there, and some other miraculous temples. We did meditations, Mares More, in the centrifugal circles of agriculture. Like, I get that it was agriculture, but really, you know, it felt very powerful for me. So really, doing the meditations in these temples we originally planned on what we were going to do. I wanted to have that dynamic exchange of giving and receiving with the earth and with the space, with the ancestors that were the guardians and keepers of the space, to really feel our intention for love and for self-healing and for healing of the planet and for advancement of our species as earth beings, spirits having a human experience here, to really advance that, you know, and hold everything that is going wrong with the world in light and in love. So yeah, and then on top of that, on top of just having the experience in these sacred places, we had the interaction with ourselves and each other, and the healing that you could see happening with the people on the trip, and the insights that were coming. You know, it's just amazing. I think one of the most important things for me in my life right now is my ability to touch people and to be touched by people. You know, I don't see any other purpose, and that really it really helps me to see what I'm doing in this world, that I'm not just a parasite here on earth, but I'm not just living someone else's plans or dreams, you know, that I'm not just making the money and getting the car and banging the girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so repetitive, it's so boring. It's boring. You get to a point where that's not fulfilling. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. I don't know, maybe not for you, maybe that's good enough for you, maybe that's all you've ever wanted in life, was to do these things and chase these very material things that you will not have when you go, period. You know, I'm focused on the here and now, but I know, because I just know it's just the nature of cycles. I'm not gonna be here forever. So what? I can't take those things with me. Those experiences aren't feeding my soul. And I don't care what you believe, I don't care what you think, your soul has got to be fed or you will not be comfortable. You'll be living a life that you feel is fulfilling to a certain extent, but there's always that small bit, and you'll blame it on your people, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you blame it on your job, you blame it on your city, you blame it on your politics, you blame it on all these people, but in essence what it is it's your soul calling out for something more than what you're experiencing. And to move past the fear of the unknown, of having to like shave your head or dance around with a drum, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can look whatever way it needs to have your soul fed. And when your soul's fed, you don't need to try to be happy. It's just a natural state. Even if you're sad, even if you're not doing anything exciting, you can still have a self-peace, right? Peace of mind. That's priceless. Peace of mind is priceless. I know some of the most richest people in the world that don't have peace of mind, that would pay everything they have for it. And some that pay not to have to deal with the lack of it. You know what I'm saying? So to have this experience with 16 people, you know, in this beautiful space, you know, for 11 days, really kind of like brought that home for me. You know, it really helped me to see what it was I was doing with my life, and at the same time it allowed for me to see where I could expand it and accept more of it. Because my thing is, like, I've got a great container, I'm a good funny guy, I like to have fun, like I'm pretty cool. One of the coolest guys I know is me. I enjoy time with myself, you know. But I found that there was always a limit to what I could receive regards to into love. And love is everything. You think it's not. It's not a poetic verse. This is more like a tangible feeling of loving oneself, of being content with yourself, right? To having self-value, so that you're not intimidated or jealous, or those things, they come and go with me. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, but they come and go with me because of my deepening connection to the love that I have within me, my ability to see myself, you know, that through my own eyes, and see the worth that I have in the world. So this trip definitely gave me a sense of self-worth and expanded my capacity to hold that love and that self-worth. You know, my higher identity, other than just the Eugenia soul, or Eugene the Naam yoga therapist, Eugene the harmonium practitioner, you know, Eugene the this, that, the labels that tie into them different situations, just to see a whole unit of myself and to experience that really was key for me with this trip. And then to see the small bits and reflective mirrors in all the people around me, and then them doing the healing. It was kind of like I was healing myself inward, and then the reflections of myself through my friends also healing. So seeing myself healing within and without, it's like amazing. It's you know what I'm saying? Like amazing to see that, to witness healing, to witness myself healing on both levels, which is amazing. So I don't know if that encapsulates the whole 10 days, because it was very emotional, you know, and that was one thing. Another thing, because I was raised by my father, and you know, I'm you know, manly man, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. So the emotional thing, you know, is always hard for men to deal with. The ability to express our emotions in a very constructive and healthy way, so that we elongate our lives and we have a better relationship with our women, is key. And emotions have so much to do with that. And we can learn a lot from our women if we actually just, you know, do our best to study and understand what's happening with them, you know, as they go through their cycles of life and emotion. So this trip definitely helped me to get in contact with that and kind of have a better understanding of how to express them in a safe and healthy way, you know, for my life, for my children and my family, to see and experience, you know, and hold space for other men doing that. So yeah, what else? Let's see, I don't know. I think that's it, but of course it's not. It was, because it's kind of hard to put it in words. You know what I'm saying? I could have written, I had a lot, you know, on my mind to write, but it's like I would much rather have you connect to me and to hear my word, to hear my Naam, and to feel what I'm feeling. You know, by the grace of God, you have the ability to kind of get the emotion, get the download, the channeling of which I'm speaking of, because it's really something that's very intangible and unable to express in a vocabulary of any kind. It's got to be directly experienced. You know, everybody wants to live when they think they're going to this spiritual retreat, or they want to be spiritual, or you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all philosophical. A lot of that stuff is philosophical. You read a book, you know, how to do this and how to do that, and then now you're experimenting with the philosophy. You know, but realistically what you do is you do ingest it, either through books or things, but you have to have a direct experience with it. So that means that you have to make yourself vulnerable, ¿verdad? So that you have a controlled environment, ¿verdad? So that you can see what's happening, and then boom, then you test the friggin' theory, you test the philosophy. Hell, if you're in a relationship, that's the best place. That's your laboratory right there, because you'll be tested. Oh yeah. Guarantee it. All that unconditional love and forgive thy neighbor. Yeah, all right, yeah. Yeah, there you go. To work it out, you know, put some of these theories to the test, and don't be afraid to experience them, you know, because that's what I'm doing. I'm enough with the talking about all these different things and just rattling it off when you're in front of these people and putting on that beautiful smile when you think you need to make somebody feel a specific way about how you feel. Nah, man, if you don't feel good, man, don't feel good. And express that. It doesn't have to be you bust out, but be authentic with your emotions and your feelings and your expressions. And then if you have a doctrine or something that you'd like to put to use, or you want to see if it works, or you're interested in, you're called to, then you implement that doctrine, you know, or that philosophy into your life and see if it works. And if it don't work, do something else, right? We all have different souls, so each soul is called to a different path. But damn, I feel like it's more of a coward move to not do anything, to shun it off as airy-fairy, you know, to just not do anything, then they just try to do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're doing the wrong stuff, you know what I mean? You might be faking it until you make it. It ain't really working. At least you're trying to do something. You're not just sitting back and accepting life, letting life, you know, get you. Because it'll work you. Either you work it or it's working you. You know, and I've always been like, you know, not into getting worked. So anyway, I'm rattling. Time's ticking. Okay, what else, Eugene? The food was really bomb. The food was so good because everything was fresh. Fresh vegetables, fresh pollo, fresh salsa y pica, fresh drinks. You know, we even went to an organic restaurant in Cusco that was amazing called Greens. If you're ever in Pisac, if you're ever not Pisac, but if you're ever in Cusco, man, go to Greens or Jack's for breakfast. Forget about it. Forget about it. Bomb. I'm loving it. And I love food. You know, I love to eat. So it's a beautiful thing. You know, but it's really good. It's really good. It's a really good space. I love Peru. We'll definitely be going back. You know, we have a couple of projects on the way, so please stay tuned for that because we're gonna have some more Naam Travels going on. I'm gonna have some testimonials we'll be releasing from the people, so you just don't think I'm pumping up, you know, pumping up the trip, pumping it up, pump, come. No, this was an authentic trip. So we'll have the people themselves speaking about what they experienced and what they felt when they went. So I hope you kind of got what I'm saying. Hope you was catching what I was putting down. What else? Summer solstice for Naam Yogis will be in Los Angeles at Agape Spiritual Center. Whoop, whoop. June 21st, we'll definitely be there in full effect. I'm coming home, Agape. I'm coming home, Los Angeles. I love you. I've missed you. You know, but these last years I've been doing marvelous things. You know, I've been really still staying in spirit and staying anchored to the teachings and expanding on them. So I'm very excited to share everything and to see both my families, both the Agape spiritual community and the choir, and Reverend Michael and Ricky, as well as Guru Naam and all the Naam Yogis that are now stationed in Los Angeles come together and merge into one big family of esoteric love and peace and joy and really continue to grow this container of light for the support of humanity. Support of all these people, you know, because, you know, not everybody's gonna do this, you know what I mean, but that's okay. It's no judgment. It's all right. There's enough of us doing it to support them, you know what I mean. So why would you judge people because they don't believe in what you believe in? Just love them and support them by doing your work, you know. That's kind of like how I roll. So it's a blessing, man, to have had this moment in time with you here back home at Miami Beach. You know, the next video I'm gonna just talk briefly about my ayahuasca experience. I had two very different experiences, and they were both beautiful, and I'm so blessed to have had the opportunity to do it once again with these beautiful people, the Peru Adventure Group, and the people of Lisawasi and the surrounding areas that come, all the ayahuasqueros and everything. Blessings, love you guys. Yeah, and that's what's up. So I love you, whoever you are, wherever you are. I thank you for saying yes. I thank you for living your life in authenticity. And I bid you love, peace, and light. Satnam.
Hey, please